For classic matches, just like the World Cup videos, why not go to patreon.com/Drunk Redhead. Hello and welcome once again to Drunk Redhead Kinda Live. I've got my hashtag butt ton of notes. And we've got plenty of talk for you, some FA Cup final talk, the big match, Chelsea versus Arsenal. But before we go to that, let's talk about a different kind of clash. Bear versus Tiger. That's right, it's Zvilnik, kinda live. Well, pretty live actually, because it was only last Tuesday when they were Facebook live at Zvilnik Labs, wherever that is. Who knows, who cares? Here's the song, Zvilnik, Bear versus Tiger.
Strong like tiger, you are bad, so fight like that. I am tiger, strong like tiger, you are bad, so fight like that. I am tiger, strong like tiger, you are bad, so fight like that. I am tiger, strong like tiger, you are bad, so fight! Fight like that! Fight like tiger! Fight like tiger! Fight like that! Fight like that! Fight like tiger! Fight like tiger! Fight like that! Fight like that! Fight like tiger! Fight like tiger! Fight!
As previously stated, that was Zvilnik with Bear vs Tiger kinda live on Facebook last week at Zvilnik Labs in the UK somewhere. And if you like it, want to go check them out, why not? You can. Facebook.com/Zvilnik. A link will be in the description below. And a quick apology for last week's opening song, Knotted. I gave the wrong Facebook page out on the video. Sorry guys, so to correct that, it's facebook.com/knottedmusic. Go check them out as well. Go check everyone out. Links will be in the description below. What better way to start than with the FA Cup final? Chelsea versus Arsenal, and it finished merely hours ago. Arsenal came out on top 2-1. Goals from Sanchez, which was a little bit handball if you ask me, and Ramsey gave them the win. It was a decent-ish game, although most of the game you thought Arsenal were going to win, which was quite surprising seeing as half their defence are missing at the moment. You also had Victor Moses diving. Naughty, got a red card for his troubles. Well, a second yellow. Shouldn't have dived. It was very obvious in the replay. With the FA Cup finishing off for another season, I thought I'd give my highlights of the 2016-17 FA Cup. And first off, Merstham, one of the old local sides making the first round for the first time. That was pretty good for me. Admittedly, they lost 5-0 to Oxford in the first round, but they still got there, and it was live on telly, which means they got a big load of money from BT Sport. So good for them. Also, possibly the match of the tournament in the second round, Curzon Ashton 3, AFC Wimbledon 4, where Curzon Ashton were like 3-0 up with not too long left, and then Wimbledon just came back with 4 goals in the last 10 minutes. It was a pretty amazing clash. Also, another highlight for me, more non-league stuff. Lincoln City and Sutton United's cup runs. Lincoln getting to the quarterfinals, being the first non-league side to make the quarterfinals in a long time. And finally, my other highlight is the strongest semi-final lineup for years, with Chelsea against Tottenham and Arsenal versus Man City. You knew from the end of the quarterfinals that the final was going to be a good match, or two big teams playing, which, you know, we haven't had that for a while, so it was a welcome change. Well, a low light though, Liverpool being shit. Another thing that has finished recently is the Premier League. Now, we knew Chelsea had already won the league. They won it before the last edition of Drunk Redhead Kinda Live, but all the other things were sorted. So Hull got that last relegation space, thanks to losing to Palace 4-0. Go Palace. And Liverpool got 4th, which means we got the 4th Champions League spot. We'll be starting in the playoff round, and which means we might not even make the Champions League, but hopefully we will, and we'll be joined by Manchester United, who, despite finishing 6th, won the Europa League and gained qualification that way, which means it'll be England getting the 5 Champions League spots next season. Nice. On to wrestling, and Backlash was last week, and it was pretty decent as expected. But the unthinkable did happen. Jinder Mahal won the WWE title. Who saw that one coming? It also means my prediction was wrong, because I said he'd win, but by disqualification or count out and not take the title. So, yeah, the streak has ended, but we'll get a new one started this week. Before that though, let's talk about the rest of the card, or some of the other matches on the card. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler was decent as expected. And Shinsuke won with a dirty knee to the head. Yeah. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles was pretty much match of the night, as expected. And quite a clever ending with the count out and AJ Styles having his foot stuck in the announce table. Also, the Usos versus Breezango was pretty good as well, with Tyler Breeze being both a janitor and Granny Breeze, or Grandma Breeze. It was pretty good. Moving on from Backlash, another thing that's been pretty good recently is Raw. I'm attributing this to the removal of Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley as authority figures, and, you know, replacing them with Kurt Angle, who's just been awesome. And he always has been, so it's kind of expected. Another awesome thing that was on recently as well was the UK Championship special. It started slow, but the last 2 matches with Pete Dunne versus Trent Seven and Tyler Bate versus Mark Andrews were pretty damn good. And then, from what I've heard, I haven't watched NXT TakeOver yet because I'm quite behind on NXT, but from what I've heard, they had pretty much the match of the night there too, with Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne. So, looking forward to the show actually starting soon. Yay. Next week is the WWE's next pay-per-view, Extreme Rules, the Night of Extreme, blah 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 blah. And there are some decent looking matches on the card, but the tastiest one by far is the main event, a fatal 5-way for the #1 contendership of the Universal title. Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt. It's gonna be a barn burner, and it's the one I'm gonna be making my prediction on for the next pay-per-view. I'm going with Finn Balor to win the Fatal 5-way and take on Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire. Take that one to the bank. Yeah. Or not. Come on, let's get the streak started. Right, on to the next bit. It's some old school backyard wrestling, as always. And this one is taken from NEW 1 year. Day 2 from July 2004. It's Reverend Creepy versus Havoc, who was guesting from... Can't actually remember what Fed he was from, but it was back in the day. EWE, probably that one. Now, if you enjoyed the music in the background of that classic NEW match from the archive, why, you can check out the band that was Space Church with Don't Let Cuba In, taken from the album Songs to Punch Nerds To, which I did recommend to you guys in the first ever edition of Drunk Redhead Kinda Live, so you probably already like them, but if you don't already and you want to go check them out, go do it at facebook.com/Space Church. Links will be in the description below, as always. There was a truly awesome release out the other day in gaming, Injustice 2, the sequel to Injustice Gods Among Us, which is just a beat-em-up game with DC superheroes. Simple but effective. It is basically Mortal Kombat with DC superheroes, literally, because it's made by the same people. It is a more polished version of Mortal Kombat X, but with superheroes, which means there's no fatalities, despite how fucking insane these super moves look. What I would recommend is go on YouTube and check out all the super moves if you don't own the game already, because you'll see how the fuck do they survive these fucking things. I don't know, but it's been out a week and there's already bloody esport tournaments on with it, which I was enjoying earlier. So it's a pretty big release if they're already doing that. As I said last week, the Drunk Redhead Summer is coming. A like mini Olympics with computer games, one of which is Mortal Kombat X. It's kind of like Injustice 2, but not as polished. FIFA 17, Rocket League, and WWE 2K17. The most popular ones so far are FIFA, because half the field is probably going to be the people from the last tournament, and they've all entered except Big Padge because he might not be available. Also, Rocket League's had a few entries, and WWE 2K17 has now got 4, or 3, no 4. And the entries are spread across the world. We have 4 different countries represented so far with the entries. The UK, the US, Mexico and Canada will all be represented this summer in some shape or form. And you can enter too. Links are in the description below if you want to enter. And I want you to enter. I love a variety of people in there. Come on. So, what great things have I been doing on the Xbox this week? Well, I took a different route this time. I decided to play the first episode of The Walking Dead Season 1. Here are 5 awesome zombie kills from the episode.
me do this!
So, what is the musical recommendation that I'm going to be giving you this time out? It's going to have to be something heavy again, I'm afraid. It's A New Machine and their brand spanking new release, Occupational Depression. It is a fantastic new release from the True Northern Scumbags, which is actually the title of their last release, and that's pretty good too, so I suggest you go check that out afterwards, but go check this one out first because I've told you to. Okay, now each of the 5 tracks on there is dirty, violent and as scuzzy as the next, and each one has a suitably long and vicious name to go with it. If I was to pick a personal favourite, it would be the last track, 9 to 5 Get Drunk and Kill Yourself, which is just a nice long epic to finish off the album. It's what you like in an album, really. Now if you do fancy checking them out, you can probably hear it in the background now. If you're enjoying it, go check them out. You can download this from their Bandcamp, and to get to their Bandcamp, follow the links on the Facebook, facebook.com/anewmachine. Go check them out now. Well, not now, after this is finished, then go check them out, because they're awesome. And we are done for another edition of Drunk Redhead Kinda Live. I know you wanted more, and you can go to Drunk Redhead's Facebook page, facebook.com/Drunk Redhead. Also, if you fancy giving us some money, help support the cause, you can. Drunk Redhead has a Patreon, patreon.com/Drunk Redhead. If you do that, you can gain access to some additional videos, classic football matches done in the same style as the World Cup videos, so if you like them, you have something else you can watch. Also, we sell t-shirts, drunkredhead.dizzyjam.com. There's not many that you can buy, but you might like them, so give it a go, maybe you'd enjoy it. Links of those will be in the description below, as will all the bands, including this next one I'm going to tell you about, that will be putting on last on, Kinda Live. It's Mood Hoover. Kinda Live at the Prince Albert in Brighton in April last year with their song Dysth, or Dysth, I don't know how you pronounce it, it's Dysth, and it is awesome. And if you enjoy it too as much as I do, you can go check them out on Facebook as well, facebook.com/MoodHooverUK. And that's it. Enjoy that, and I'll see you next time, probably in about 3 weeks. Bye.